God vision through yearning. The master glanced at M. and said, one attains God when one feels yearning for him. An intense restlessness is needed. Through it the whole mind goes to God. A man had a daughter who became a widow when she was very young. She had never known her husband. She noticed the husbands of other girls and said one day to her father, where is my husband? The father replied, Govinda is your husband. He will come to you if you call him. At these words the girl went to her room, closed the door, and cried to Govinda, saying, O Govinda, corn to me, show yourself to me. Why don't you come? God could not resist the girl's piteous cry and appeared before her. One must have childlike faith and the intense yearning that a child feels to see its mother. That yearning is like the red sky in the east at dawn. After such a sky the sun must rise. Immediately after that yearning one sees God. Let me tell you the story of a boy named Jatila. He used to walk to school through the woods, and the journey frightened him. One day he told his mother of his fear. She replied, why should you be afraid? Call Madhusudana. Mother, asked the boy, who is Madhusudana? The mother said, he is your elder brother. One day after this, when the boy again felt afraid in the woods, he cried out, O brother Madhusudana, but there was no response. He began to weep aloud. Where are you, brother Madhusudana? Come to me. I am afraid. Then God could no longer stay away. He appeared before the boy and said, here I am. Why are you frightened? And so, saying, he took the boy out of the woods and showed him the way to school. When he took leave of the boy, God said, I will come whenever you call me. Do not be afraid. One must have this faith of a child, this yearning. A Brahmin used to worship his family deity daily with food offerings. One day he had to go away on business. As he was about to leave the house, he said to his young son, give the offering to the deity today. See that God is fed. The boy offered food in the shrine, but the image remained silent on the altar. It would neither talk nor eat. The boy waited a long time, but still the image did not move. But the boy firmly believed that God would come down from his throne, sit on the floor, and partake of the food. Again and again he prayed to the deity, saying, O Lord, come down and eat the food. It is already very late. I cannot sit here any longer. But the image did not utter a word. The boy burst into tears and cried, O Lord, my father asked me to feed you. Why won't you come down? Why won't you eat from my hands? The boy wept for some time with a longing soul. At last the deity, smiling, came down from the altar and sat before the meal and ate it. After feeding the deity, the boy came out of the shrine room. His relatives said, the worship is over. Now bring away the offering. Yes, said the boy. The worship is over. But God has eaten everything. How is that? Asked the relatives. The boy replied innocently, why, God has eaten the food. They entered the shrine and were speechless with wonder to see that the deity had really eaten every bit of the offering. Late in the afternoon Sri Ramakrishna was talking to M. They were standing on the south side of the Nahabat. Since it was winter the master was wrapped in his woolen shawl. Master, where will you sleep? In the hut in the Panchavati? M. Won't they let me have the room on the upper floor of the Nahabat? M. Selected the Nahabat because he had a poetic temperament. From there he could see the sky, the Ganges, the moonlight, and the flowers in the garden. Master, oh, they'll let you have it. But I suggested the Panchavati because so much contemplation and meditation have been practiced there and the name of God has been chanted there so often. It was evening. Incense was burning in the master's room. He was sitting on the small couch, absorbed in meditation. M. was sitting on the floor with Rakal, Latu, and Ramlal.